Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the entire Bougie Rouge collection from Jaclyn Cosmetics. Yay! I'm so excited. I have been waiting very impatiently for my package to arrive. I did order the entire collection, which we're going to find out if that was a good decision, but I just love everything about it. I love blush. I love these colors. And frankly, if I ever buy another blush again, just slap me across the face because I think I have a lifetime supply at this point. There's been a lot of hype around this collection. It's something that I personally have been very, very excited about. So let's just get into the review. This is going to span a few days because, like I said, there is a lot here to try, a lot to unpack, and I don't think that I can review everything in one day on one face. I am in the process of getting ready for work, so you're gonna see me finish off this look today. You'll notice I'm looking a little flat. It's because I have no blush, I have no highlighter, I have no lip, because we're gonna try these products right now together today, and I am so excited. I gotta get it together. You guys want to see a review? Let's get started. So I did order everything, as I mentioned, and I partially did that because I thought it would also come in the PR package, which I thought would have been kind of cool. It didn't. It kind of just, I got everything. It all just kind of came wrapped up in a box. It didn't come in the PR package. It didn't have any special packaging or anything, which is fine because I honestly probably didn't need it, but that was kind of disappointing. If I'm going to be buying the whole collection, I would hope that it would come in a nice PR box. But from what I could tell, it didn't seem like Jaclyn Cosmetics was actually initially planning to do that bundle. So that was a last minute add on their part. So they probably just weren't prepared with the packaging. But just for your awareness, if you do buy the full collection, it doesn't really come in any sort of special delivery method. It doesn't come in a PR box or anything. It's just all the products packed in bubble wrap in a box. So today I am wearing nearly a full face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. I am wearing the Volume 1 and Volume 2 palette on my eyes. I used the entire Prep and Set collection to set my face, and I used the bronzer in the bronzer duo. So this is shade Top Tan. I did not use the blush because we're going to be using her other blushes today, but just for your awareness, that's what I have on my face. I did choose a blush colored top on purpose because I wanted to kind of have a full pink moment with these products. These are really, really beautiful. Here is the first palette. This is the Rouge Affair palette. I really like this packaging. This color, this blue, this style, this speaks to me on a deep personal level. And I'll just show you. Here is the palette. This is the Rouge Affair palette. This is the cool toned palette, and this is the one we'll be playing with today. I actually gravitate more towards corally orangey blushes. I have cool undertones, but I usually gravitate more towards orangey blushes. So I do love this one as well. This is the Rouge Romance palette, and I am dying to try this color. This is shade Tea Room, this orange shade. I love orange blush, especially paired with like orange or a neutral eye. I have blue eyes, so putting orange on my cheeks and on my eyes makes my eyes really, really pop. So I was kind of hoping to use this palette today, but as soon as I saw this shirt in my closet, I was like, I have to do a full blush pink moment. And there are definitely some shades in this palette that match my outfit perfectly, so we're going to be using this one today. I'm not going to be swatching anything today. There are plenty of videos out there that swatch these products, so if you'd like to see those, feel free to go to another video to see the swatches. But I think especially with blush, swatches don't matter as much as the application. So we're going to be focusing on application today. And I think for this look, especially with my eye look, I'm going to focus on these two colors today. These are shades Admirer and Dainty. I'm going to go in with a big fluffy blush brush, and let's just go straight into Admirer right here. And these are supposed to be very pigmented. We're just going to go right in. Ooh, okay. really like that. I like to take it up around the eye right here. I'm going in a little at a time. I'm intentionally being very careful because you can build it up, but you can't take it away. So once it's there, it's there. Oh, I really like that. Oh, it's so pretty. What do we think? What do we think so far? It's a very pretty blush. It applies really easily. I don't honestly have to build it up too much because it is very pigmented, and it's applying very softly. It's applying evenly. Oh yeah, I really like that. It's very matte. It's very matte. It doesn't really have the sheen that the other blush duos have, which I'm actually okay with. Most of the time I do prefer a matte blush. Let's go ahead and add a little shade Dainty right here. Just a touch, and I'm gonna go in right here. Oh yeah. Oh, she is sunburned, girl. That is looking very sun-kissed. I really like that. I actually really like that combo too, and concentrating more of Dainty up here. It gives it a nice dimension. It almost adds a little sun-kissed flare. Yeah, I like that. It's very pigmented, so you want to go in super carefully and lightly. I almost wish I had gone in with a slightly smaller brush, one that wasn't as big and fluffy, so I could be a little more precise, but that's on me. We are looking sun-kissed today. I really like that. I like that combination too. I think it looks really nice. It looks really pretty. Being a pale girl in general means that a lot of bronzers and a lot of contours look weird on me, but blush always looks great. So blush is one of those things I can do eyebrows, mascara, blush, and a lip gloss and be done and go out the door. So I am really loving this. Blush is always something that I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. And I really like this so far. I think that this is looking really pretty. These are definitely more pigmented than the blush duos. They are way easier to apply. I don't have to build it up as much. I feel like with the blush duo, I really had to go in. Now I do have the lightest shade in the blush duo, but I really had to go in and build it up, and that's fine. And I would personally rather have a blush that I have to build up, or that I have the option to build up, rather than having just straight pigment on my cheeks. And I feel like this palette is a nice medium. It's more pigmented, so it does go on a little bit quicker, but it's still not so pigmented that you're just like slapping too much blush on and then having a day of just looking like a clown. You know what I mean? So far I am really loving how this is turning out. I'm really liking that blush palette. I can definitely see myself reaching for it like every day, especially now that I have both of these palettes and I have like an infinite amount of options. This is definitely going to become a staple in my collection. We will see how it wears throughout the day. Blush is definitely one of those things that fades, or is known for fading over time. So we will see at the end of the workday if it is still this intense and just how it's wearing overall. But I would also like to try the Mood Light blushes. I do want to also show you the box and the packaging that they come in, because they are so pretty. It's got this rose gold detailing. It's got the color of the blush on the front, so you can see their different colors, and they just remind me of macaroons. There's something about it that feels so French and so luxurious, and they just kind of remind me of snacks. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I open this up and there's like macaroons inside, which I think fits completely with the collection. So for this look today, we're gonna go in with Love Poem. So this is what the component looks like. It's a very similar component to the Brightening Loose powder, but you'll see that the J is a different color, and the J is a different color on each one of these to indicate what color Mood Light blush is inside. And I really do like the rose gold. That's just Katey vibes, and I just love it. So we're gonna go in with Love Poem. I think that goes really well with this today. And I've already taken off the plastic protector. So we're just going to get a very small amount into the cap here. And you guys know, by the way, that I love this component. I love the depth of it, because I found with the loose powder, when I close it, it doesn't puff everywhere. So I'm very excited that she has decided to continue to go with this component, because I just think it's fantastic. Now in Jaclyn's video, she goes in with a brush like this. This is a tapered blush brush. And so she goes in with that over her blush. And I'm kind of wondering if I should do that, or I actually do have her Mood Light highlighting brush. So there's part of me who wants to use this, but to do it as Jaclyn did, we're gonna go ahead and go in with this tapered brush. And I'm just going to go in, I'm gonna swirl and tap, and let's go in super. Ooh, that definitely intensified the pigment, did it not? I don't know if you can see that on camera. And it added just like the softest sheen, the softest, most luminous sheen. I really like that. On the other side, it definitely added intensity and pigment to this look. I think I might have slightly overdone it, but we're going in. This is a very blushy look. That's what we're going for today, so no regrets here. It's just, it really softened things. It really just blurred the skin and looks so nice and soft. It's luminous, but it's not sparkly. It added pigment. So if you're gonna put it on as a topper to your blush, just be aware that it is going to intensify the look pretty significantly. I don't hate this at all, especially since I was going for a very blushy look. This may or may not be your everyday situation. It just really depends on what you like. And like I said, being a pale girl, blushy looks are really good for me. They're really good for me because I prefer to be more blushed than bronzed. It's just, it looks more natural with my skin. I don't get a tan in the summer. I get more freckles, but I don't get a tan. So blushy looks are really good for me overall. So I'm really happy that blush is on trend right now, and I am really liking how this looks. We are going to try the stick blushes tomorrow, so that'll be the next part of this video, but let's go ahead and finish this look. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Stardust Loose Setting Powder. I've really been enjoying this as a highlighter recently. It does go everywhere when I open it though. It's just a very light, it's a very, very soft, luminous powder that acts as the literal softest highlight in the world. And I just like to take it in that C shape like that. Ooh, do you see what it did to my skin? It just looks glowy and healthy and dewy and fresh. And I like to use it as a base for a more intense highlighter. So I feel like it really just helps everything to meld together. All right, next I'm gonna go in with a Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighter. This is shade Mesmerized. I'm choosing it because it does have this pinky undertone, which I think is perfect for our very pinky blushy look today. I'm just gonna pick some up on a Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighter brush. This is a J2, and I'm just gonna focus it right here. And you can see how that just melts in so nicely and looks so glowy with that Laura Mercier powder. It's my new favorite combination. And I don't bring my highlighter down onto my cheeks anymore. I just put the Laura Mercier powder down there. And I think it just looks so much softer and so much more appropriate for every day while still feeding my spirit. You know what I mean? All right, the last thing is lips. So we are gonna go in with the new lip cushion from Jaclyn Cosmetics. And I think this shade, this is Last First Kiss. And I think that that is the absolute perfect color for this look, since we really are leaning into that pinky blushy look today. This is what the component looks like. It is plastic. It feels nice. It looks nice. I like that the component shows me what the color is. When I'm storing this will definitely make it easier for me to select the right shade. It doesn't feel too expensive. It doesn't feel cheap, but it doesn't feel expensive. It just feels very mid-tier, which I feel like is very in line with the rest of the Jaclyn Cosmetics components. They kind of feel just really solid, quality, not expensive, but not cheap. It has the same doe foot applicator as the liquid lips from what I can tell, but it's definitely, you can tell it's a thicker formula. When you pull it out, you can just kind of feel the thickness of the formula. So before I put it on though, let's get some lip liner on. Today I'm using the NYX liner in Nude Suede Shoes. I wouldn't use a Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liner, but the one that I have is too orangey, so this one is perfect. It's nearly the same color as my lips. And this is shade Last First Kiss, so let's go ahead and apply that. I love the scent. It has such a delicious scent. Okay, what do we think? That color, it's literally the same color as my shirt. I am dying with how all of these shades of pink are going together. I think it looks so beautiful. This formula is very thick. It was very thick to apply, so it did take me a little longer to work it into the lip. And I was wrong about the doe foot. It is slightly more curved, so it does hug the lip. I have very thin lips, so a curved doe foot can sometimes be a little challenging on my very thin upper lip. But yeah, it's good. I like it. I'm not a big like doe foot snob, if that makes sense. I more care about the shade and about how it feels. This feels so comfortable. I don't really feel it. It's not sticky, it's more moussey. And I expected this to actually be similar to the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle. The Rare Beauty Lip Souffle is much thinner. It's a much softer, more velvety, thinner consistency. This is much more thick. And it's hard to explain, but it's very, very comfortable. It's very full coverage. So far, it looks very smooth. It's not settling into my lines the way that a liquid lipstick would. It just feels nice, and I'm not seeing any feathering or heathering around the edges of my lips. Overall, I think that this is a really pretty color. It's a really pretty look. I really like this formula. I actually like it much better than the liquid lip formula. I like her liquid lips. I have a whole video on it. I do reach for them quite often, but I tend to be more of a pinky lip person rather than a brown neutral nude lip person. So this collection of lips is right up my alley. It's very wearable. I am going to wear it to work today. I'm going to wear this whole look to work today. And I feel very comfortable. I feel pretty. I feel like this is going to stick on my lips for a little while until I decide to eat, and then I'll just have to clean it up. So we are going to do a wear test on this entire collection, on the lip, on the cheeks. We are going to wear this throughout the day, and I'm going to check in with you a little bit later to let you know how it's wearing. But so far, I am very happy. I am very, very happy with this collection. There's nothing that I don't love. Everything so far is perfecto. With all that said, I'm gonna head into work. I'm gonna check in with you guys later and let you know how everything is wearing. Hey guys, doing a quick check-in in my car because I feel like the natural sunlight is always really important to these reviews. So I just drove to work. I'm about to go in, and what do we think? I'm really liking the makeup today. I love these shades. I love how pink it is. I love how bright and summery and just youthful this looks. I'm really liking the glow that I have going on with the highlight here. And I think that the blush is looking really nice. I was concerned that it was gonna look like a little much in regular sunlight, but let's get right in direct sunlight there. I'm actually really liking it. I think it looks really beautiful. The lip is also perfect. I already ate with this lip on and I didn't reapply, didn't retouch it, and it's looking really nice. It's just sitting super well. It's feeling really comfortable. I honestly don't even feel it. It kind of just feels nice and natural and not heavy. But so far, this makeup, yeah, girl, I'm feeling it. Hey guys, it is the end of the day. It is about 6:30. I have been wearing this makeup for like 10 hours or so, and I just wanted to do a quick check-in and show you that I'm looking very shiny and dewy, but that's because I literally haven't touched up my makeup at all today. I wanted to check in and show you how the blush was holding up and how the lip was holding up as well. And as you can see, the blush is still out there. She's vibrant. We're still looking blushed and flushed and gorgeous. And I really, really like how it has sat throughout the day. The lip I did touch up after I ate lunch, but it has been incredibly long lasting. It has been very no budge. It's been very, very easy to wear all day, very comfortable. It's moisturizing. It's not drying at all. And you can see I reapplied this about 3 hours ago. And you can see it looks good. I love this lip formula. I love it. I am obsessed, and the blush looks great. My skin feels good. I'm a little shiny, but I'm about to go work out. That's why I'm wearing this bandana. I'm about to go to the gym, so I wanted to do a check-in before I went to the gym and completely ruined my face in boxing, but so far this is great. I am gonna go to boxing, and I will see all of you tomorrow for our day 2 wear test and try on of all these products. Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of this review of the Jaclyn Cosmetics Bougie Rouge collection. So yesterday, as you just saw, we went over the blush palettes as well as the Mood Light blushes, which I loved both of them. We also reviewed the lip, and today we are going to be reviewing the cream to powder blush sticks. So I have mine picked out. I do have foundation on as well as concealer. I have set my forehead, but since this is a cream product, I have not set the face yet. Jaclyn says that you can wear this over powder or over foundation and that it's going to work either way, but my personal experience with most cream products is that's just not the case, at least not for me. Maybe it's just a personal thing. I did also watch Allie Kleins' review where she did try to use this product over foundation that had been set with powder, and it didn't go well. So I opted to not set my foundation today just to make sure that this look went well because I am getting ready for work. I've got a little bit of time to play with these products, and I have to wear this look all day to work, and then Jeremy and I are going on a date tonight, so we are doing a full day wear test with these products today. And frankly, I just don't have the time to risk putting this over a set foundation and having it mess up my makeup and having to restart. I got a job to do, girl. So let's go ahead and get into it. As I mentioned yesterday, I really, really love orange blush. I love orangey looks. I have very blue eyes, and I feel like orange eyeshadow, orange blush just really, really brings that out for me. And I've been really excited to try the more orangey and corally products in this line. So yesterday we did a lot of the pinks. Today we're doing some oranges. So the product that I have decided to use today is Swoon. So I'm going to swatch it on my hand for you here. And it is this most beautiful peachy corally shade. And it does blend out. It really does blend out to a powder. It feels like powder under my finger. And it blends out really, really nicely. So these are super, super pigmented. And let's see if we can build it up because I don't want to go into my face until I kind of have an understanding of how this product works. So I'm going to put another layer on top of what I just did. Yeah, that's super, super buildable. So you can see that's definitely a stronger pigment now on the back of my hand. And I really like this shade. I think that's going to be really, really cool and pretty. I really like how buildable that it was. You guys just saw me do 2 layers and just blend it out with my finger. And I think it looks like a really nice shade, and it does feel like powder. I feel like there are so many cream products that have this, oh, it blends out to powder or claim. And in reality, I find that most of them don't. I find that if they're a cream, they're a cream. If they're a powder, they're a powder. And it's rare that I find a cream product that I feel like actually lives up to that cream to powder promise. This does. This feels like powder under my finger. It is so different than any other cream blush or cream product in general that I've ever used before. This is very unique, and I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that. I did not expect that to be as unique as it is in just the way that the formula feels and in how buildable it is. It really is a buildable product. It can be as light or as dark as you want to make it. Let's go ahead, cut the chit chat. Let's get to applying because your girl's got to go to work. In her video, Jaclyn uses a brush like this. This is a tapered blush brush. I did just clean it. I know it looks still a little dirty, but it is, you know, fairly clean brush. She uses a brush to apply this product. In Allie Glimes' video, she uses a brush and actually says that a sponge worked better for her, but I don't like to use a sponge to apply my blush. I feel like I end up kind of with blush everywhere and just end up over applying it. So we are going to start off with a brush, and frankly, with most cream products, I usually just take it and I just go right in, but we're gonna do it the way that we've been told to do it, just for the sake of having a good review. So I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna do that. And it is picking up. You can see on my brush that it is picking up quite a bit of product. I'm gonna coat the brush and we're just gonna go in. I'm kind of nervous. I might have overcoated my brush slightly. Okay, we're gonna work that in. Get up the forehead. This is blending out really nicely. I think when I initially put it on my face, I was like, whoa, that was way too much. You way overdid it. I think I could have gone slightly lighter with this, honestly. It's looking nice. It's blending out really, really well. It's sitting really well over the foundation. I am today using the Fenty Eaze Drops foundation. So I wanted to go for a little bit more of a natural, fresh look. And it is very, very matte. This is a very matte formula. This will start to look more normal once I get my highlighter and my bronzer and everything. But so far, what do we think? Definitely think I could have gone in a touch lighter. Didn't need to pick up that much product. I'm gonna go over this with my sponge to try and pick up some of the excess. That looks nice. I like this shade a lot. I really, really like that. And it really went on super, super easy with the brush. I mean, any excess here is really just user error, but I think that we're gonna be able to pull together a really, really nice, fresh looking blushed look. Let's go down the nose. So I did forget that I set my nose earlier. So I didn't set my face, but I did set my nose, and I just went down my nose with the brush, and you can see here it is picking up some of the product that was underneath. So we're gonna need to do something about that. It wasn't too bad, but you guys just saw I went down the nose and it did pick it up. I did set the face. I did set my nose with the Jaclyn Cosmetics translucent powder. So I am also using as many of her products as I can for this review, and it did pick up some of that. So the right decision was to put this over just unset foundation. That seems to really be the ticket. And it does give me the experience of like old-timey rouge, which I know was the inspiration for this line. This cream to powder blush stick is really giving me that old-timey rouge experience, and I really like that. I really like how it's looking. I definitely probably should have just targeted the blush here, but since I had so much product to work with, I did bring it in slightly. So we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this look going. One thing before I move on that I want to call out is the component. It looks really, really nice. This is gonna look really nice in my vanity. I'm probably gonna try to find somewhere to display it here, but it does feel a little less expensive. It's very light. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. The component is pretty light, and this cap, when I take it off, it feels like a very thin metal, so it doesn't feel as expensive or as heavy as some of the other products in the line. Definitely doesn't matter for the performance of the actual product itself, but just something that I wanted to call out. And I think this look is starting to come together. I am liking it. I definitely, like I said, I wish I had gone in slightly lighter with the blush, but it isn't looking bad. It is looking good. It's just a different style of wearing blush, and I like how my skin is looking, and it looks fresh and dewy. This is definitely a more youthful look, and I feel like this is going to be really good for days where I'm just like boom bam, in and out the door, eyebrows, mascara, blush. Like, this was incredibly easy to use, and it was more easy to use than I had anticipated, so I went in kind of heavy-handed thinking that I was going to need to, and it ended up being just such a lovely product to work with. I can really see myself using this all summer to just do quick looks, quick, fresh, easy looks. Okay, so my camera stopped recording, and I'm not sure where it stopped recording, but we have gone ahead and bronzed the face. I am taking the Blurring Loose powder here, and I'm just cleaning up my jawline slightly. And while that sets there a little bit, I'm going to go in with my trusty dusty Laura Mercier Stardust Loose Setting Powder. You guys know that I love this stuff. Oh, but before I do, I wanted to go in again with this Mood Light powder. This is in shade Loverboy. So you can see this is a very similar shade to Swoon, the color that I used on my cheeks earlier. And so I wanted to like put that on top to just give me an extra glow, because this is a pretty matte formula. So let's give this a try. I do like that it doesn't come out in huge amounts. It comes out in very small amounts, which allows me to have a little bit better control. I'm gonna go in with this Spotlight Duster. This is an F37 from Sigma. I'm just gonna pick it up. I'm gonna swirl it around in the cap, and I'm gonna focus up here. Oh yeah, baby. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that combination. Oh, that was such a good choice. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That is stunning. This combination is fantastic. Oh, just look at that. Can you see that on camera? Just, it's glowy. It's not too much. It's just, this combination of Loverboy and Swoon together, okay, I'm dropping things. This combination of Loverboy and Swoon, I am like kind of obsessed. It is so pretty. Yay! Okay, let's do it on the other side. And I'm really just focusing it on the upper part of my cheek to add a little depth. Oh, it's so good. And this brush is perfect, by the way, for this. If you have this brush, it was in the it was in the Robert Welsh Sigma brush pack, and I love it for this Mood Light powder. Wow. 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 Oh my goodness. This looks fantastic. I'm gonna put a little extra. This is where like I'm definitely at risk of going overboard just because I'm like kind of obsessed right now. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. This combination. Wow. Oh wow. That little sunburned, sun-kissed look going. Oh yeah, baby. Yes, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. All right, I'm glad I remembered that I wanted to do that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that Laura Mercier powder and start highlighting the face. Just love it. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Oh yes, we're gonna have a good ass day. This is gonna be a good day. You know those days where you started off and you're just getting ready and you feel so good about your makeup and you're like, yes, this is gonna be a bad bitch day. This is gonna be a good day. I can feel it. That is the face done. I'm gonna go ahead and set this really quick. Yes, she is doing that. All right, let's go in. Final step, we're gonna go in with the lip here. So I do have a Jaclyn Cosmetics lip liner in shade Blondie that I think is gonna go well with this look today since it is a little on the orangey side. And I'm gonna go in with this shade. This is shade Sincerely Yours. This is, honestly, it feels like it's the same color as the Cream to Powder Blush the Mood Light blush. We're going for an orangey, corally vibe today, and this seems like it's gonna be the perfect match. And I love this formula. Yesterday, it was just so nice. That's a little bit darker than I thought it was going to be, but I think it still works. It's definitely way darker than the outside of the component. I would say that that is not a perfect match. I mean, does that look like a match to you? All right, so that is the lip applied. This shade is definitely darker than the component suggests. I think it works for this look, but just beware that that is actually not entirely how it comes out, at least not for me. Overall, when I apply lip products, they get darkened when I put them on because I have such kind of pigmented red lips that everything looks a little bit darker when I apply it. But I think that even just pulling it out of the component, it's like a very different color than what the component suggests. So you can see that it's not an exact match, but we're living. We're going with it. All right, guys, that is the finished look. I really like it. I feel so summery and springy. I really, really like everything that I put on today. I think this is just such a perfect summery combination of products. We are going to be doing a wear test, so I will let you know how these wear throughout the day since this look is complete. So I'm going to insert some check-ins here to just let you know how it goes, but I am also going to include my final review of these products here right now, just how I'm experiencing them today, and then we're going to finish out this video. Hey everyone, it is the end of the day. I've been wearing this makeup for about 9 hours and I just got home from work. It is very hot. It is in the 90s. That's why my hair is so frizzy and I'm just very, very dewy. I have not touched up my makeup at all with the exception of my lip a few hours ago. So you can definitely see she's dewy. But overall, this blush has not lost any of its staying power throughout the day. It has stayed on and it still looks good. I like it. It's definitely a very sun-kissed look, but I really like it. And while I was on Zoom calls all day, I was like, oh, this looks good. I was very, very happy with it. So I am gonna touch up my makeup and just make it a little less dewy like around here and things. But I really like the cream to powder blush stick, and I really like it with the Mood Light blush layered on top. I think it looks really, really nice. The only thing that I wish I had done differently is that I wish I had gone in with a lighter hand and probably not brought it in as close to my nose, but we are where we are. We learned our lessons, and the point of this check-in is to show you that yes, it is still on, it has not faded, it has not broken up. I think it looks good. Oh yeah, feeling good. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna say hello to Jeremy and the dogs, and I will see you in a little bit. Let's start with the Rouge Romance blush palettes. So I have not had the chance to try this palette yet, but I did try the Rouge Affair palette yesterday. You saw that I used a combination of these two shades right here, and I loved it. They are very, very pigmented. They are very easy to work with, very, very beautiful, and I love the diversity of the shades that we have here. It's wonderful to have a cool tone as well as a warm tone, and I am really excited to just continue to use this. It's also going to be really great for when I travel. I can literally just grab these two and go, and I'm going to have literally every single blush that I could possibly need. So these are some of the best blush palettes that I have. I really like the Lunar Beauty one as well. The Lunar Beauty one, if you have that and you're comparing it to this, is less pigmented overall. The colors are not necessarily as vibrant. I mean, you're talking, there's a hot pink here. The Lunar Beauty one is more neutral and less pigmented. It is very buildable. This one is just much more pigmented, but not so much that you're gonna ruin your look anytime you use it. It's just the right amount and still buildable. But these definitely have a little bit more of a diversity of colors and undertones if that's something that's important to you. My other favorite palette is the Juvia's Place blush palette. I really, really love that one. It has one of my favorite blushes ever in it, and I feel like this holds up to it, and I think it actually might be taking the place of that. I think that just the color stories that are available here are incredible, and I don't have anything else like this. This was an incredible purchase and a must-have for me. Plus the packaging, oh my gosh. Like, I want to talk about it, like, just so freaking original and cool. I don't have anything like this. And unintentional, it matches my nails. I don't have anything like this, and it's just so cute and so beautiful, and it's so like bougie and just girly, and it's totally a me palette. My final thoughts on the cream to blush sticks that you just saw me apply. I really like these. I used shade Swoon today. It really applied super, super easy with a brush. You saw how buildable it was on the back of my hand, how you could really build up the intensity of the color. And I think it's just such a perfect product for a woman on the go. I really honestly think that you could just go straight in with the blush stick on the skin, pat it out with your hands, and be good to go based on how easy it applied on my hand. I think you could be safe to do that. However, my only complaint is that Jaclyn said, hey, you can use this over powder. You can use this over set foundation. That does not seem to be the case. It definitely messed up my nose, and I noticed on my forehead where I had set it, it was a little patchy. It did lift up some of that product, so I had to fix that. Do not use this over set foundation. It's a cream product. You got to use a cream product over a cream foundation that hasn't been set yet. And then if you want to, you can set it with a translucent powder after. Today, I chose not to. I actually set it with the Moonlight blush, and I really liked that combination. But just for your awareness, that just is not how I experience this product. It does blend out to a powder, but still remember, it starts as a cream. I will say though, this is going to be probably my favorite cream blush product. I like it even more than the e.l.f. Putty blush. I do like it better than the Honest Beauty cream blushes. I liked it better than the Colourpop blush sticks. It's just so much easier to work with, so much more pigmented, so much more buildable, and I just like it. It's more intense. This is really good. This is definitely, if you're looking for a cream blush and you're looking for something that is totally different than anything that you've ever experienced before, this is it. Let's talk about the Mood Light blushes. I gotta say, I was a little nervous that this was going to be really, really messy, and I wasn't sure how pigmented they were going to be. They're definitely very pigmented. I am excited to also try these out just on their own and see how that looks. I think if I were going for a little bit of a lighter coverage day or a lighter blush day, I would turn to these. I do like it. They are not too luminous. As an oily girl, I was also worried that they were going to be too luminous, and that isn't the case. It just gives a very nice sheen. Very, very nice, very easy to work with. And using it with this Sigma brush was absolutely the right call. I really liked how that ended up. More so than using it with this brush yesterday, I felt like it worked so much better. And this combination of the Swoon blush stick and this shade Loverboy is just, I mean, you can't tell me anything. You can't tell me anything today. It looks so good. Just, I love that combination, and it just gave it a little extra it's so good. I am a huge fan of these, and I am likely going to use these every single time I use blush now and just use it as a blush topper. Or if I just want to add some intensity up here, this is absolutely what I'm going to be using. I'm kind of obsessed with this, and I didn't expect that. And last but not least, let's talk about the lip cushions. I love this formula. This is great. This is absolutely perfect, especially for a woman on the go, someone like me who goes into an office every day and doesn't want to be fixing her lipstick every 30 minutes, and also just wants something that isn't going to be too drying, isn't going to heather at the edges, isn't going to settle into my fine lines. It does None of that. It is perfect. This product is so comfortable. It is nice and thick. It's full coverage. I'm talking and, you know, I'm all over the place right now and I don't notice it. I don't feel it. It just is. It just feels great. I love this product. I will say I am disappointed that this shade in particular, this shade Sincerely Yours, came out slightly darker on my lips, but it doesn't look bad. It's just a little bit darker than I thought it was going to be, and I really, really love these. These are going to be absolutely some holy grail lips in my collection, and now I'm kind of hoping that she takes all of her nude lipsticks and puts them in this formula, because it is that good. It is that good. I would literally buy up all of my nude shades in that formula because it is just so much better than the liquid lip. It just is. I still love my liquid lips, don't get me wrong, but this formula is magic. Magic. Read my lips. Magic. All right, guys, that is this review complete. I have really enjoyed trying out all of these products. I feel really beautiful. I felt really beautiful yesterday. I feel really beautiful today. These are so original, and these are something that I don't really have in my collection before. I have a ton of blush. I have all sorts of things in my vanity, but these are unique and they are standout and they just make me feel. There is something about the experience of using these products that has been so magical and fun, and it's definitely given me a new way to play with blush, and that has just added a little bit of excitement to my routine over the last few days. So if you're thinking about picking these up and you're like, girl, I've got blush, not like this, all right? Take it from me, not like this. I really appreciate you guys being here and for sticking it out through this multi-day review and wear test. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave it a like and let me know down in the comments. Have you tried any of these? Did you order any? What did you think? Did you have the same experience? I want to hear it all down below in the comments. Or just say hello, because I really like to interact with you and get to know you. It means so much to me that you would spend your time with me. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. We are 132 strong in the Unfiltered fam, which is kind of crazy, but I love it. I'm loving seeing this channel grow, and I'm glad to be back here making videos after having taken a break. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me that you would spend your time watching my videos. I hope you enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy making them. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.